in the street, they call it murder. In the street, they call it murder.
People who can't walk from their house to the store without a gun on them.
Why is that a reality? Why do people feel like they have to have a gun on them?
Because people getting killed left and right. It's sad.
I got shot twice and I could have been gone, but I'm still here, so that's God. I know that's with me, so this hell on earth.
It's hell on earth?
Yeah, it's hell on earth.
New tonight, News Nation is going in depth on crime in America. Specifically, we wanted to focus on the country's three largest cities, New York City, Los Angeles, and Chicago. And in all three, the murder rate jumped by double-digit percentages, with drops in the number of rapes and felony assaults.
She don't live that far. Say she left a person named Church. You know, wanna play.
A 22-year-old man named Timothy Leaks is reportedly facing felony murder charges in connection with the death of King Von. Police say the rapper was shot after an argument broke out between two groups of men in the parking lot of a lounge in Atlanta, and the argument escalated into gunfire between the groups.
We obviously failed. We failed as a community. We failed as a city.
For months now, we've been hearing about Chicago's worsening violence problem, and tonight we have the numbers to prove it.
Yeah, really bad stats to report tonight, Corey and Dawn. We're 11 months into 2021, and we are on pace to have one of the deadliest years when it comes to homicides in the history of the city of Chicago. You have to go all the way back to 1994 to find a year that's as deadly, and again, we still have 1 month to go.
Fucking with them! You gon' get fucked over! They do it over! Some!
1,009 homicides to date, which is the highest in 27 years. 156 children or teenaged victims, 96% of the victims African American or Latino, and a 40% increase in homicides since 2019.
I'm on fire. Icy as a hockey ring, feeling nigga on flyer. Swear what the Rolls Royce, they done it. Put your phones in the motherfucking air. Keep your phones in the motherfucking air. Keep your phones in the motherfucking air. Keep your phones in the motherfucking air. Sing it. Hey. Some niggas got a college. What else? Some niggas go to jail. What else? Some make it into heaven. What else? Some make it into heaven.
The city of brotherly love now facing a nearly 12% increase in homicides from January 1st to late November. Homicide rates in Philadelphia continue to grow. This mural actually has the names of those killed or injured by gun violence over the years in the city. Most of those people are black. Specifically, 83% of those shot in Philly are black people making up nearly 82% of fatalities. Among those killed this year, a pregnant woman and her unborn child shot after her baby shower. 14-year-old Samir Jefferson fatally shot 18 times this week waiting for a bus. And Evan Baylor fatally shot in June.
Let's get it. Y'all have a question who got Philly on lock. We want Philly. You don't play that shit. Y'all have a question who got Philly on lock.
OBH Records, King Ab. I got my own record company. I signed myself. Check this out. There's $500,000 on the table, man. This is $500,000 on the table.
I'm a thug. Let's start a party in here. Let's start a party inside this bitch. I need everybody to sing this song if they know it. Ready? 1, 2, 3. What did they have?
the new year is off to a violent start in New York City. Police investigating a deadly shooting as the first homicide of the year. It happened outside of a Queens hotel. A young man shot and killed, and we just found out his 21st birthday would have been tomorrow. We understand 2 other people also were shot.
Running through these chairs till I pass out. Pass out. Shorty, give me that till I pass out. I swear to God, all I do is cash. And if you ain't a hoe. Judge told me flip them packs and how to maintain. Get that money back and spend it on the same day.
In our Sunrise Smart Start on this Friday, Rochester police are continuing to investigate multiple fatal shootings as the city marks its deadliest year on record. 71 homicides now recorded in 2021, with 3 more victims yesterday alone.
Y'all niggas picking and choosing. Look, I'm gonna tell you what I don't like about y'all niggas. Look, hear me out. Y'all see the, look, I'm gonna make this real clear. I don't give a fuck about none of these niggas. Y'all see the King Von situation? It was 20 niggas, 20 versus 1. King Von and all his mans was jumping Quando Rondo by himself. You see it? It was on full game. Facts. Quando Rondo was by himself getting jumped. You know what would have happened the next day? Quando Rondo would have been all over the media and his career would have been over. They would have been like, King Von, the real demon, caught a nigga lacking. Right? Because that's your favorite rapper. Lil Tim pull out a gun and shoot King Von. If it was the other way around and King Von would have pulled out a gun and shot Quando Rondo or Lil Tim, y'all would be like, yo, I told you he's a demon. Son is a fucking demon. I told you he got murders under his belt. I told you he got murders under his belt. Right or wrong? Y'all gonna be like, nah, but son, nah. Y'all gonna make all these excuses, right? Nah, because if King Von would have murdered somebody that night, y'all would have chose his side and said, yo, son is a demon, son. I told you son is a demon. Son is a demon. I told you he catch bodies. When he died, y'all all said Quando Rondo, why you had to shoot? It was a fight. When these the same niggas that rap, ain't no fair ones, we shoot. Don't run up or we gonna shoot. Right or wrong? Yo. Play the cap rap. When I mean cap rap, yo, King Von said, I swear to my mother, I drop that right now if I'm lying. King Von said, when I die, my niggas gonna slide every day. Am I lying? Nah. I don't know what song is that. King Von said, when I die, my niggas is gonna slide every day. Cat, nigga. That shit is cat. Who slipped for King Von yet? That nigga resting fucking pissed, nigga.
Hey, let's go crazy with Dre as fucking.
Don't take that head out.
Wait till you my shit play with me, man.
What's up, everyone? Happy Monday. Hope you guys are having a great day. What a game yesterday. The defense gave up 3 points. The O-line played great. The running backs were on fire. Mike had 3 tutties. And we're 6-1. Here we go. Headed to New Orleans on Halloween night. It's gonna be a huge game. Gonna be a great week. Let's go.
That deadly attack is one of the latest examples in a growing wave of homicides in cities across the country. Law enforcement experts blame a combination of more guns and fewer cops. Here's CBS's Jeff Pegues.
It's been a violent year in Chicago's Cook County. Over 1,000 people have been murdered. In Philadelphia, over 500. Senseless violence, which often claims the lives of innocent children like 8-year-old P.J. Evans.
Hi, I'm T.D. Jakes.
In Prince George's County, Maryland. Killed in a barrage of gunfire during a family gathering.
Crime surges across the country. The FBI running nearly 190,000 background checks on Black Friday alone. That's way up from last year, and perhaps this could be why. Smash and grab rampages not just happening in California, but breaking out all across the country in places like New York, Chicago, and Minnesota. It's forcing some stores to beef up security and is causing some people just decide maybe they shouldn't go shopping, just buy it online, Greg.
Black Friday, more like Glock Friday.
Okay.
You'll be right.
Making his TV debut, performing Back in Blood from his debut mixtape, Shiesty Season. Here is Pooh Shiesty featuring Lil Durk.
Big brother, want some back from me? Addicted in blood. Brr, brr, brr. I got my own file, don't need security, you know. All this woofing on the net. I thought you was. Hey, they ain't got nowhere to go. We shot up everywhere they was. Yeah, you know who took that. Come get it back in blood.
Broad daylight bullets. 2 hit. Over $500,000 in exotic cars. All of it on surveillance video obtained exclusively by 7 News from October in ultra-quiet Bay Harbor Islands.
I got that name because I'm fine.
And it involves a recording artist, Pooh Shiesty, except unlike this clip, what happened here was no music video. The footage shows a McLaren sports car, Mercedes Maybach, and another Mercedes pull into this East Bay Harbor Drive condo parking lot. Men from the vehicles eventually get out and meet, and then this. The man in the white shirt has a pistol. The man in the black sweatshirt has a longer gun, and at about the same time, they begin firing before retreating back to the Maybach. The fancy getaway cars speed off, and one of 2 victims then hobbles to the car.
Skyforce 836.
The victims ended up at Aventura Hospital with injuries. But back to the scene for a moment. Police say the famous rapper was in that McLaren.
The town of Bay Harbor Islands says you're wanted for aggravated battery with a deadly weapon.
He's also charged with armed robbery. Bay Harbor Police names one other for aggravated battery in their affidavit, saying the 2 left the state in a private jet. Police also using these Instagram photos, showing Shiesty with an assault-style rifle and cash as part of their case. They say the shooting came as one of the victims tried selling high-end sneakers and marijuana.
Blue lights covered this motel parking lot on East Brooks Road in Whitehaven. It was just after midnight. Police say they found a man inside a room, shot and killed by someone he knew. A half hour earlier in North Memphis, police were called to another murder. This time, a man reportedly got into an argument and was shot to death. Neighbors tell us crime seems to be getting worse.
It has been like this lately.
In the hours leading up, police were at the scenes of 2 other murders, one on Ridgeway and another at Shelby Drive in Tulane. Memphis is on pace to set a record no one wants to claim. According to the city's crime tracker, 241 murders have been reported so far this year. That's more than the same time last year. In the last 3 months, it shows there have been more than 1,800 aggravated assaults, 100 carjackings, and 500 robberies.
New at 5:30, a popular rapper arrested. He's accused of shooting a security guard at a South Florida gentleman's club and will remain behind bars. A judge denied bond for 21-year-old Lontrell Williams, known as Pooh Shiesty. Police say he was performing at King of Diamonds in Miami over Memorial Day weekend when cash was knocked out of his pocket. When the crowd tried to grab it, police say he showed off his gun, and while he was being escorted out of the club, he fired a shot, hitting the guard in the ankle. He's been charged with aggravated battery.
This is a song Young Golf, right?
Yeah.
How sad is this, man? This is terrible.
Very sad. Something that we have to put an end to. Everybody uses their platform for a lot of other things, but we have to stop killing us, and we have to stop it immediately. ASAP has to be an effective as of now, immediate.
Sirens and gunshots, crime scene tape littering the streets of several neighborhoods in the city after a violent weekend. Between early Friday and this morning, 44 people were shot in 25 incidents. 8 of them were shot at a gathering in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn.
I with this shit like I'm Dennis. I thought this shit I'm a bitch. Niggas be hating, trying to blemish my image. Who want the smoke? Count with the scope, and still they couldn't load. We rock this load, till he had him a coat. I knew that boy was a hoe. Let's go!
Violent crime is way up and claiming victims here in Los Angeles at a rate we haven't seen in decades. Already this year, at least 143 people have been murdered. Hundreds more have been shot.
That's what we do. Big shout out to all my freshmen, my sophomores, my juniors, my seniors. Turn this up,
And it is hard to watch. A horrific shooting on a New York City sidewalk. A woman shot and killed by another woman who just casually walked up to the victim and pulled the trigger point blank. Then she got into a car and just sped off, too. News 4's Miles Miller, live in Crown Heights, Brooklyn. And Miles, I know you talked with the victim's mother tonight. What are you hearing about this?
Well, the victim's mother is so distraught she could barely stand up. She grabbed my hand for strength and just really can't fathom who would want to kill her daughter. And she really says she can't believe the way her daughter died on this street.
Somebody executing my child. They killed my baby. Was something that horrible.
I'm fucked up. Really got me buzzed.
Hey, yo. Hey, before we even get started, you ugly motherfuckers ain't finna be mocking me while I'm on motherfucking stage. Like, straight the fuck up.
Nigga, suck my dick.
And gangsta boo.
Suck my dick. Me. What the fuck?
You're a hater. Busy ball, you're a hater. You must didn't take your pills. You weirdo ass nigga. Fuck wrong with you, bitch ass nigga.
We're finding out new things every day, and it truly is just a bizarre series of events.
East Cleveland police are continuing to search for suspects in the murder of 22-year-old Alicia Pointer. So far, 3 people are in custody, and they are searching for 3 other suspects. Pointer was last seen leaving a house around midnight, November 4th. On Tuesday, her body was found in the basement of a burned-out house on Savannah Avenue in East Cleveland. Those living on the street are heartbroken for the victim.
She was a very, very loving. I'm pretty sure she was loved by her community, loved by everybody. I don't really think she deserved what she got.
That's my baby. Got your muscle, fuck the furnace up in muscle. You smoking dick, you think I trust you.
Oh my God, who's in the car?
Of shootings in the Bull City taking a toll on families in some neighborhoods where they're forced to get down on the ground on almost a daily basis. More than 300 people were shot in 2020. Some of them were hit by stray bullets that flew through their windows and homes. CBS 17's Crystal Price spoke to children at McDougal Terrace.
Well, children who live here at McDougal Terrace tell me they never know when they're going to hear gunfire, but they say when they do hear it, they know exactly what to do. 5-year-old Casey Hooks likes to play outside with her 4-year-old brother, Caden. and the other neighborhood kids at McDougal Terrace. While they feel safe most of the time during the day, they say there are times when they hear gunfire during the day, but mostly at night.
It's like fireworks.
And when they hear it, they know what to do.
I hear it and I get out on the floor and we get out and wait for the gunshot on top.
Are you scared that there could be a bullet that could come in your house?
The music and beat are catchy. Gaining millions of views and plays on YouTube and streaming services.
Prosper got shot, Tate got shot, Desi got dropped, damn, Nate got popped.
Local rappers rising to fame with lyrics about murders of young men in Jacksonville.
Queso, and you know we smoke little biggie.
The victims behind the lyrics are sons. What is it like when you see your son's name and his murder talked about in these rap songs?
It's like somebody taking an open wound or a healing wound and opening it back up and stabbing at it over and over again.
I hope and pray that, you know, the person or the persons who are rapping about, you know, that they understand that you have a mom too, and would you want your mom to feel the way the other moms feel?
JSO says the different rap groups known as ATK and KTA are rivals on the streets. ATK and KTA, those are the groups that we hear about a lot. Are they the biggest problem for Jacksonville?
They have been recently, for the most part.
In this music video,
And now I wonder what I said, got a low, I told her drop that. FNSP one hand and got the kite back.
the man in the green shirt is Kenyatta Bullard. He's known as rapper Young and Ace. He was a sole survivor in a deadly quadruple shooting at the Town Center in 2018. In the video, he wears an ATK chain around his neck. The lyrics reference 3 men killed in shootings.
Ooh, I smoke, baby, ooh, I smoke, Dinky, ooh, I smoke, Lana.
One of the victims, known as Bibby, is 16-year-old Adrian Gaynor.
He was joy. All he did was laugh and dance.
He was shot and killed in the Hilltop Village apartments in 2019.
Nobody can do anything worse to me than killing my child.
It took 2 years for an arrest to be made. The man accused of killing him is Hakeem Robinson, known as rapper Queso.
Never play with queso. Smoke Dirk and Bibby to the face though.
Robinson is charged with second-degree murder. Gaynor's mother, Elizabeth Gaynor, says Robinson and other rappers continuously mocked her son's death in music videos and on social media for years.
And you know we smoke little Bibby.
Specifically, what has been said about your son in these songs?
I've heard anything from where he was shot. I've heard what his last words were.
Baby had a clue cut, so I wasn't surprised.
This is not the only murder Robinson is accused of. He is also charged with second-degree murder in the 2020 death of Charles McCormick, a.k.a. rapper Little Buck. His father, Abdul Robinson Sr., and his brother, Abdul Robinson Jr., are also arrested in connection to the crime. Dominique Barner and Leroy Whitaker are also charged in connection to McCormick's murder. This surveillance video shows 2 suspects running through a backyard after the shooting. Investigators say they held a woman hostage before taking off. Hakeem Robinson's attorney says ATK is a certified business, not a gang. You can see ATK is listed here on Apple Music right underneath Queso's songs. But if you look at the Life of ATK website, the front page says opening soon. The group KTA is also not shy about naming murder victims in its music videos. This video was made in response to the Who I Smoke video that is linked to ATK.
Leaky got shot. What the hell? Fast face, hot on gang.
One victim heard in KTA's songs is 30-year-old father of 12, Freddie Patterson, who was shot and killed in November 2020. His mother, Shantina Benton, says she doesn't know who the rappers are or why they would be talking about her son's death.
I mean, it's not a funny thing that somebody's dead. Somebody got killed. That's not funny. They got loved ones, they got kids.
The lyrics also reference Corbin Johnson.
Corbin got kidnapped. They found his bones. He was right. Where's Corbin?
He was 18. He was just a baby.
Johnson's mother, Melissa Jackson, reported him missing in 2018. A year later, his remains were found in a wooded area. To this day, no arrests have been made.
In my heart, I kind of feel like it's someone that he knew, because Corbin wouldn't just leave with anyone.
Corbin got kidnapped, lost, got his found. Okay.
Despite the heartbreaking lyrics, Johnson's mother feels it could help police.
I feel sorry for them.
And with Anderson's death, Jacksonville has surpassed 100 murders for yet another year. News4Jax records show 103 murders so far in 2021. It's actually fewer murders on record than this time over the past few years, but many say it is still an alarming number. News4Jax I-Team investigator Vic Michelucci compares these numbers to previous years.
A day from December, Jacksonville has topped 100 murders for the year. News4Jax records show 103 murders so far in 2021. We reached that grim 100 mark on November 20th. Last year, the city hit that mark even sooner, in September. The year prior,
Everybody, 2 hands up to the sky. Here we go. Jump, bounce, 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 bounce. She's in love with what? Back in high school, I used to. Hey, now I hit the happy over. Hey, I did have a sad Thursday.
It's been a violent and deadly year in Toronto, with 11 murders alone in the month of October.
Streets and music is two different things.
And then what the audience essentially doing is saying, go on, do it, until someone gets stabbed or shot.
If it weren't for music and the way out it gave me, like the options, I'd be doing road completely. Like I'd just be on the road. I haven't been showed no other way.
Big back, you know she attractive. He didn't want corn, but I slapped him. But look on and he's still acting. Didn't do no poking bear scratching. Look, his basic rules, there's no lacking. Active, back my neck and then scratching. Push it in and then twist it, itching. The way I'm living is livid. Look, it's T-face on tech.
There's been a wave of killings amongst young people in London this year, and it's the UK's drill music scene which is in the spotlight, with a lot of focus on the content of the lyrics.
You want me nicht, die phone applaud, I hate these snitches, swear to God, me strap still buried with the book, I had to hide it cause it's hot in this...
Critics say artists are glamorizing drugs and gang violence amongst young people.
As I speak, gangs posting videos and music online that document, encourage and glamorize violence and goad and threaten others. And the repercussions can be deadly.
I'm boosting the murder rate. My niggas gon' slide every day. Even telling this shot me wait. Niggas been like they on the block when the shit get ugly. Not like it ain't hot, bitch, I'm getting 30 degrees. I was up 10 to a burger. That nigga be British and serve me. I be fucking hoes that was serving me. Last nigga be British and serve me. Boom! Bitch, my mask on. Think about crap, I be there on my... Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's how you do it, B-man.
Suspects believed to be involved in a shooting that killed a teenager. Hello again, everyone. I'm Patrick Elwood.
And I'm Mike Lowe. Thanks for joining us. WGN's Eric Rung is live at Area 2 Police Headquarters with more on our top story.
Good morning to the both of you. Chicago police releasing this video with hopes of identifying the two people in it, and it is pretty clear video, and it is taken from a convenience store both inside and out. Now, as you can see in the video, the suspects are both in black hoodies and jeans and do have masks on at points during the video. One is wearing white gym shoes while the other has black ones on. Police believe the pair were involved in a Roseland shooting last Sunday that killed 14-year-old Kevin Tinker Jr. He was shot and killed in the 200 block of West 110th Place. There is a small memorial near where the teen was shot and killed. A few days after that, Tinker's mother was killed just steps away from where her son died. Delisa Tucker was walking to her son's memorial when she was shot and killed. The video released by police also shows the suspects leaving the store and getting into what looks to be a silver Nissan SUV. Now, of course, police are releasing this video with hopes that someone will see something that can identify the two and they can question them in response to this deadly shooting. We're live at Area 2 Police Headquarters. I'm Eric Rung, WGN News.
Put your fucking hands up right now! DJ Magic up here! Bobby on here! DJ Jason! DJ, I fell in love with a limp bitch! She wanna suck on a limp dick! Couple bitches I can live with! Couple bitches I can live with! I'm big straight! I don't know who you live with!
Yeah, you know what I never understood? When like people be like, yo, we smoking on Tuka, we smoking on this spot, like this person's pack. How that's not going too far.
There's no reason that kids ain't making it to C16, 18, 21.
We're never gonna heal and we're never gonna move forward if we don't address the issue.
I don't really know why it's not being viewed as a genocide of us right now.
If you don't have the right people in your corner, you're failed, like from birth, basically.
Your life could vanish, or you could lose your life to the system.
What kind of society are we that this is what we're doing to our teens?